Are your presents really presents? Let's find out next time in the workshop. Hey guys, welcome to the workshop. This week we are going to do some interesting little guys. We are going to do the presents that come with the Warren Christmas Village set that I had done last year or a couple of years ago. Anyway, it came with this set right here, Warren Christmas Village. Let me turn that around so you can read it. It came with the elves and the monster Christmas tree. And we are going to do the presents that come with it. Of course, this is by Jackalope Enterprises. We usually do a set for these guys every year. Warren Christmas Village. They are absolutely fantastic and fun miniatures to paint. But what I figured I'd try today is something a little bit different. I figured that I would try to get these guys done with contrast paints from Games Workshop. So it's going to be a little bit fast, a little bit dirty, and we'll see how it looks. So let's just hop right into it. Of course, now I have no idea what color I'm going to make these presents until we go along. However, I do know that I am going to start. Oh, darn. With kind of the all-purpose color Skeleton Horde. It's a really nice color. It does a lot of different things. So we're going to start with that. And we're going to do teeth. Well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to paint these. What color I want to paint these things. There we go. So shake it up a little bit. Now these paints are meant to be one thick coat. And they also kind of do what a shade does. Oh, wrong one. What a shade does for you right off the hop. So it kind of does everything for you all at once. It shades and highlights. And that kind of works for everything. And this one here, you don't really have to. And I mean, these guys are tiny. I mean, you don't really have to water it down. You can. But what I'm doing is I'm actually doing kind of the teeth. And we'll probably be using a combination of both contrast paints and regular paints. At the same time, I just want these to be fast and dirty and kind of fun. So we'll see. See how it looks. They're neat and they're small. These are just rough little fellas. But I think It'll work out quite nice. Okay, let's see. And of course, you know, might as well make them a little gaudy too. So we're gonna have weird color combinations like green and orange, maybe. And of course, we're gonna keep those same color combinations when we do the straight. We do the straight presents. And if you find that it's, you know, if you're using this and you're finding that it's pooling a little too much, that's all right. Because you can pull it away. You can sop up, well, basically what you're doing is you're going to sop up some of the green. Well, basically there we are. It's a little present done. Now we take the standard present and we use the same green and then we do just the same thing. That way our presents will be consistent. And you won't know which one's the mimic. Because that's kind of the point of a mimic. It looks all kinds of innocuous and just, you know, lying there doing nothing. And then boom, angry monster face. There we are. There we are. 2 presents, mostly done. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to go for a yellow, kind of a golden yellow on the ribbon. pull some of that, put it on the how fast that just kind of gets every place you need, and it just fills it in. There we are. One present finished. Now we go on to the mimic. These are ridiculous and fun. There we are. Oh, missed a little bit with the green, but that's okay. Because after everything's all dry, you can go back in and fix it. And basically, that's a present and a mimic. Done. We got 2 more to do. Well, 4 more, really. Because you got the regular presents. And you got the mimic. Of course, we have a few other things we have to pick out. Like some of them have tongues that are hanging out. So we have to do that. We have to make sure that we get the insides of their mouths done and the eyes. Alright. What we're going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of Black Templar. And even though it's still contrast, and you're just kind of plopping it in space, but not really plopping it in space. I want a little bit more control. I'm going to go with a finer detail brush. Drop in the mouse. Just like that. Alright. Now we're going to take Volupus pink. And we're going to do the tongues. And again, I'm using a finer brush because I want the control to be able to put the contrast exactly where I want it. But I think it's a really good color for tongue and other fleshy parts. This is actually got quite a long tongue. It wraps all the way around. There we go. Tongue is done. I should have a nice yellow. Yellow is going to be for the eyes. Now the big guy's a little bit different. Because we can kind of see gums on him. Again, I'm taking my finer brush. There we are. Take a look at the little one. Nah, we're good. There we are. So you can kind of start to see the faces coming together. What I think are nice, sort of cherry festivus sort of colors. But they're not. Okay, and we're using Aethermatic Blue for the big guy. What we're going to do is we're going to switch back. Switch back to the slightly larger, to the larger brush, to the medium layer for that one. Because I thought it'd be a nice contrast to the face. You know, plus I like this color. And as I always say, with every miniature that you paint your miniatures whatever colors you want because they are your miniatures. The only time I guess that really does apply is if they're not your miniatures and you're painting them for somebody, I guess. In that case, it's whatever color they want because it's their miniatures. There we go. So we will let that dry for a little bit while we do the regular version of the present, I should say. Very nice. What do you think? Okay, it's nice. It's nice blue, nice light blue color. There we are. While we wait for that to settle up a little bit, we can go back to the Mimic version, and we can figure out a bow color, a wrapping color, or not a wrapping color. No, I don't want that one. I want to save that one. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that one. All right, and we are going to do red. We're going to do a red, like a red for the ribbon, I think. Then we'll go to the Mimic. And see, we're talking red. Yeah, I think we chose wisely. So we're going to run a little long today, just so that we can finish these guys. What do you think? Yeah? we are. Now we'll get on the regular present. There we are. Looking good. There we are. Big present is done. All we have left is the medium size. There we are. Sorry guys, slight itch. Let's get into that last present, shall we? This one I'm going to put a Halloween spin on it. Why? Because I can. And it's a mimic, so why not? So this color is going to be, or this present I should say, it's going to be purple and orange. And why is that? Because we can. We can make them whatever color we want to be. If we wanted to be really macabre, we can make it black and red if we wanted to. There you go, that little fella is done. And of course, going back to the plain present, we're repeating the color scheme. Because we don't want you to know that your present could be a monster. All right. We have one color left. That's our orange. Of course, we're going back to the mimic first, because the other paints will have had at least a little bit of time to settle and dry a little bit. Now, this one, I'm doing a little wrong. I'm just taking it straight from the tub instead of, taking my time and putting a bunch down. Okay. Now we just let them dry. And we do the same on the regular present. Just like that. Alright, guys. It's not quite off screen, but it was close enough. Alright, and those are 6 quick and dirty mimic presents. Well, 3 regular presents, 3 mimic presents. Now all you do is you just let them sit on your table, on your painting table, and you let them dry. And then they're good to go to be snuck into a Christmas display or play games with them or whatever you want to do. So, there you have it. And of course, we've run a little late. We're 10 minutes over, but that's okay because these guys were fast. Remember, these were all plain white, ready to go at the beginning of this. 40 minutes, done. So until then, stay safe, paint safe, and we'll see you in the workshop.